How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another nightly review. Today, I will be going over the Golden Knights' 2-1 loss to the Colorado Avalanche. Now, I'm not angry about this game. I mean, I'm frustrated that they lost. Don't get me wrong. I'm not happy that they lost. But I'm not angry or disappointed that they lost. And that's because they were playing 15 skaters. Now, sorry that the Golden Knights are not Tampa Bay and are not clearly doing cap circumvention. The Golden Knights' injuries right now do not allow them to put those injuries on LTIR, which means they don't have the cap space to actually ice a full roster. Last night, the Golden Knights played without Max Pacioretty, Tomas Nosek, Ryan Reeves, Peyton Krebs, and Alec Martinez. So, arguably their best defenseman, their second best forward, their third line center, their fourth line winger, and a guy who, in 4 games in the NHL, was playing time on the first line. And not only that, but they had their second best goalie in net. I'm not going to be mad. I'm not mad that Leonard was in net, by the way. And I thought Leonard played a relatively decent game, but this season, Robin Leonard is not playing at the same level as Marc-Andre Fleury. And I think this was the game that, if there's a game to decide who plays game 1 of the playoffs, it's Marc-Andre Fleury. Fleury is just playing better right now overall, and Fleury probably doesn't allow that first goal. As much as I can understand that first goal going in, and however hard of a chance that is to stop, I think Fleury stops it, just with the way that he's been playing right now. Updating on Peyton Krebs. Peyton Krebs got a broken jaw, and he got surgery on it yesterday, and he's out indefinitely. So don't expect to see him the rest of the season, any of the playoffs, or probably the beginning of the next season. Maybe preseason is probably the earliest we see him. So let's get into it. Early, Robin Leonard actually played pretty well this game. Don't get me wrong. He played a really good game. I just think Fleury is a better goalie right now. That's what I was saying. Robin Leonard played a great game, honestly. I mean, 2 goals and 21 shots is okay. The Golden Knights were playing with the second best goaltender in this game. And through 40 minutes, the Golden Knights were the far better team. The shot totals will tell you that. The Avalanche were kept in this game by their goalie, and then by the third period, the Golden Knights were gassed. So, let's go in. Leonard stopped Burakovsky early. Then, Waugh would get a pretty nice chance. Waugh has been doing a pretty good job of creating space for himself. He's been a lot more confident, at least the second half of the season, and it's been good to watch him. Then Leonard would stop Kadri. Marchessault would get the next chance, and then Alex Pietrangelo had an absolutely fantastic game as well. Then Cale Makar would hook Stevenson. Riley Smith would get the only chance of that power play. Again, another good chance. Janmark would then generate a chance, but then Nick Hague would take a slap shot from the point. The rebound will go right to Alex Pietrangelo, who would put it into the gaping net, and it is 1-0 Golden Knights from Petro, from Hague, and Stone. So Alex Pietrangelo gets himself a goal. Nick Hague gets on the board. Mark Stone gets on the board. This is a promising start. And then, going down the ice, the Golden Knights have a 2-on-0, and Alex Tuch is looking at a wide open net, and he missed. That goal goes in. Look at this game is completely different. However, he didn't, and the Golden Knights had to live with that. Then McKinnon went to the room, and then he came back. So I thought he might be gone, but no, he returned. Braden McNabb would then flatten Mikko Rantanen. Mikko Rantanen had a very, very good game. Or, I'm sorry, Braden McNabb had a very good game. I'm sure Rantanen had a good game as well. I wasn't really watching. I don't really pay attention to the team's players. I mean, I pay attention to them when they're in the offensive zone. Honestly, the Golden Knights did a really good job of shutting down Colorado's first line. The thing that killed the Golden Knights in this game was depth. And I don't think you can really complain about that when you have 4 bottom 6 forwards versus the other team having 6. So, yeah, and one of your bottom 6 forwards, your 5th guy, who should be down there, is playing wing on the first line. So, this is really a game of what can you do? I think the Golden Knights played an excellent game. They did. As you can see, the Golden Knights got the chances, but Colorado just stopped, or Philip Grubauer, should I say, minimized the damage that the Golden Knights could do when they were the better team in this game and when they had their legs under them. And that's what lost them this game. Then there were some penalties. Petro and Rantanen would go into the box for roughing. On that 4-on-4, Tuch would get a chance, but during that 4-on-4, Graves would rough Haig, and that would lead to a 4-on-3. On that 4-on-3, Carlson and Stone would get chances. Then, to make it 4-on-4, Alex Tuch would cross-check Devon Taves, eventually leading to a penalty kill. On that penalty kill, Leonard would stop Nichushkin. Then Riley Smith would get a chance, Keegan Kolesar would get a chance, and Leonard would stop Burakovsky to end the period. The Golden Knights get out of the first period 1-0, and they were the better team. 14-9 were the shots, and they looked like the much better team in this game at that point. In the second period, you could argue that they were better, however, it did not favor them on the score sheet. Stevenson would get the chance early, then Robin Leonard would stop Kadri, then going the other way, Whitecloud would get a chance on the next shift. Pietrangelo and Carlson would both get chances back-to-back, but going the other way, Burakovsky would score from Kadri and Newhook to make it 1-1. Burakovsky it wasn't as contested as he should have been coming from the blue line, and he put it just over the glove of Robin Leonard. So, yeah, then Kolesar would get a chance after that. Shea Theodore would be the player to get the next chance, and then Petro would get a nice chance. Leonard would then stop Rantanen, and then Haig would get a chance to end the period. The Golden Knights got, some good chances in the second period, and again, they did a lot to shut down Colorado. They did a great job at contesting every play Colorado had through the first 40 minutes of this game. But when you're playing with 15 skaters, that makes it even more exhausting. So, shots in the second period, the Golden Knights outshot the Colorado Avalanche 14-4. Again, they were the better team through 40 minutes. If they played this same game against any other team in this division, probably including Minnesota, they win this game. But they just didn't do enough damage when they had their legs under them to really put Colorado away. And I didn't even think they played that bad in the third, but you could really tell that they were tired and Colorado was beginning to win those puck battles and they were getting the possession a lot more. So in the third, Pietrangelo would shut down McKinnon early. Then William Carey would get a chance. Then Stevenson would high stick Soderberg and another dominant penalty kill from the Golden Knights. McNabb would then destroy Bellemare. Braden McNabb had he had an excellent game. He was very physical, and he did not take penalties. And in the first period, when he flattened Rantanen, I think Landeskog tried to fight him, and McNabb wanted no part of it, and good on McNabb for not trying to get in the box, especially considering you're playing with 5 defensemen, and you don't want to go shorthanded. Then Donskoy would trip Pietrangelo, and this was an excellent power play for the Golden Knights. They just could not put it in the net. Marchessault and Smith would get chances. Tuch would get a chance. Carlson would get a tip that would go wide, and then Pietrangelo would get a chance. They had 6 shots on that power play. The Avalanche would get a big scramble, and then the Golden Knights tried to get it out, and they kind of did a lazy change. Not lazy, just tired. Lazy is not the right word. You can understand why they'd be tired, but it wasn't a good change, and because of that, JT Compher would score from Newhook and Timmins, and they made it 2-1, and the Golden Knights just couldn't do anything to score. They were gassed at that point. It was that was the game, pretty much. That was over. Shots in the third were 8-8. They pulled Leonard with about a minute 30 to go. Nothing really. Total shots in the game, 37-21, though, for the Golden Knights. So I believe that is the first game this season that the Golden Knights have outshot Colorado. And this game, I get that they lost 2-1, but this game gives me confidence that the Golden Knights can win a playoff series against the Avalanche. Because with the spirit that the Golden Knights played with in this game, and the fact that they were shorthanded and they were winning for a large portion of this game, they were the better team for most of this game. They can beat Colorado 4 out of 4 out of 7 times. I believe that they could beat Colorado 4 out of 7 times. I mean, they did it this season. Sure, they went 4-4 against Colorado this season, but they won the first 4 out of 7. They won 4 of the first 7, and then Colorado won the 8th. So the Golden Knights have already done it. They just need to do it in the playoffs. Now it's going to be technically the President's Trophy and the division are not within the control of the Golden Knights. It is now up to Colorado. The Golden Knights need to beat San Jose on Wednesday, and they need LA to at least beat Colorado once. So, yeah, 3 stars this game. Alex Pietrangelo, Mark Stone, and Braden McNabb all played wonderful, wonderful games. If Martinez and Pacioretty are playing this game, it's probably a Golden Knights win. I'm pretty safe saying that if Martinez and Pacioretty are playing this game, it is a Golden Knights victory. Now, I'm curious to see how they do on Wednesday against a not-so-good team in the Sharks. And the Sharks really don't have anything to play for at this point, so it's going to be interesting to see how the Golden Knights do. And that's it for this one, guys. If you want to get my thoughts on the game during the game, you can follow me on Twitter at 2_pad. And that is it for this one, guys. I will see you next time.